let's say that the creative shared, here's the look and feel of what we want the talent to wear. And if you know for sure that you can't dress the client in a certain clothing because it's the same as like a competitor, we want to relay that to them. So we always have to think and have our creative hat on while having our client hat on and thinking about everything as we review every piece before we share it with clients, because ideally we want to make sure that we're reviewing everything and not just, sharing what the creatives are working on with the clients without us having a point of view on it.
People on our end don't realize how important or valuable that can be. And again, that's because a lot of the creatives aren't focused on the client experience. We're just focused so much on, delivering what we think is a great product. But I did had the pleasure of working with agency called Pixel, and brand was Canon this past year. And early on, I said, I want to know these things, right? We want to know so that we don't end up wasting time too and mis-executing. And of course, when working with Canon, avoiding the color yellow, which is Nikon's color, which is something you'd never think about, obviously, under normal circumstances. What was easy and what I think every creative should be doing is being empathetic to the client about what that client's sort of brand is. And that's why you guys sharing those decks with us does matter. Like, your creatives want to know as much as they can, even just us that are in post. I want to see the full creative deck because I want to go in there and I want to understand, hey, these are the colors they're into. That does affect me when we do color correction or when I'm choosing certain shots. If I have two very similar shots, but one feels more on brand than the other, why would I not pick it, right? And I think there's a lot of creators that don't do that kind of like brand identity kind of thinking and work in branded content and on the creative field that I think really could help just up our game just a bit, keep things a little bit more polished, make things a little bit easier. But I'll give you an example on Canon. Canon's color is red. There was a girl that had a red dress. The creative director of the agency did say, to no surprise, just so you know, the CEO of Canon loves that dress. I was like, I got it. Thank you. I take that. I use that. That I ended up adding in another shot that I thought was really nice, where she really looks at the dress and has a moment with it that fit the story. So I didn't sacrifice creatively, but also would satisfy the client just that little extra bit. Thanks for watching that clip from the Creative and Account podcast. If this brought you any value, please consider giving us a like, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next one.